Do you think the ball was going out when you swung it?
No, I knew I hit it hard, but the wind was going a little crazy, so I didn't really know. I saw him break in. I knew I was over his head for sure, but luckily it just kept on going.
Other questions for Aaron or Todd? Head to your left, guys.
Todd, when you hit the home run tonight, talk about how you felt with your family in the stands and all your friends from Toms River. What did it mean to you?
Yeah, it meant everything, Ed. It really did. It was nice. I kind of pointed to a couple of them up in the stands there after I rounded the base, and felt pretty good. I got a lot of text messages and emails and phone calls right now, so it's very exciting. We knew we needed this one, and I'm just glad I can kickstart us in that second inning and get us going there up 3-0. That's a big lead for CC, and he cruised from there.
To your right, guys, in the third row.
Yeah, a lot of times when a player gets traded, there's an adjustment period. It looks like you came in here immediately and blended right in. Why was it so easy?
It's a good question. I mean, I guess for one, close to home. I mean, it's just one of those things where I just felt comfortable right away. I'm an hour from where I stay in the off season, and got guys like Judge over here, Aaron. Makes you feel comfortable. I feel like this guy's been in the league for 10 years plus. He's humble as all heck, and we just got a good group of guys. From starting with CC all the way down, to Brett Gardner, and even to the young guys, man. It's just one of those things where we hang out all the time, and for me, I just came in just being myself, and that's kind of how I got comfortable with the team.
Todd, you played some.
To your right, guys.
You played some games with the Reds in the playoffs. That was 4 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. What's this run been like for you? How fun has it been, and how different is it from those games?
Oh, it's 10 times different. It's a different scenario for me because I was a bench guy coming in with Cincinnati, and I was playing behind Scott Rowland, but atmosphere was great. But there's nothing like here in New York, and I knew, we tried to get that one win, and it would have been great if we did. But guess what? We're playing at home. That's kind of like an advantage, as it is, and the fans were great, and this is where you want to be. I mean, if you don't want to play in this kind of situation, you don't even play the sport, because this is every baseball player's dream. And you saw the video out there today. Bernie Williams coming in throwing first pitch. You see the memories he did, and it's time to step up, and that's basically what you play this game for, is to play in games like this and see what you're made of, and we're ready for it.
To your left, guys, second row, Ron.
Todd, did you think back at all, either today or during the playoffs, of coming here as a fan in the '95 and watching Ritz home run?
All the time. I mean, all the time. I was telling. I forget who it was. I think it was Tony. I'm like, man, I'm gonna have goosebumps this whole game, because it was cold, and you see all the stuff and the nostalgia here, and it's unbelievable, to be honest with you. It's such a cool feeling. I wish everybody can, feel basically what I'm going through, and it's something we don't want this to end. So we said it last time when we were playing down 2-0. We don't want this to end. We need to get that momentum. We need to get that momentum back, and we keep pushing forward. Putting up 8 runs was huge today. Absolutely huge.
In the third row here, I believe.
Aaron, that at bat, you hit the home run. The first swing you took was a big cut. What was your mindset there? What was your approach?
With him, he's got a good cutter and a good curveball. So I was just trying to see a cutter up in the zone, and just try to do damage on it in that situation. I think the bases were loaded before that, and then wild pitch, and we scored. But yeah, just try to get a pitch up and do some damage.
To your left, guys, Jesse.
Todd, I just want to ask, was there any similarity for you to the home run that you hit with the Reds when you had the bat fly out of your hands to that swing tonight?
No, because the bat was still in my hand. So I was out in front of that one too as well. But no, this is the first one I had, and I've been thinking about it a lot, trying to, not necessarily get it out of the way, but get it going a little bit, because I know, I have the power to do that, and it was just one of those things where you hit it and you don't really think it's going, just because of how unorthodox the swing was. But guy throwing that hard, guys throw really hard now, and all you got to do is square it up in the right fashion, and that's what I did. So.
To your right, guys, Bob.
Aaron, I'm just curious what your impression is of CC and the way he's, as a slugger, as a hitter, what he's able to do to opposing hitters. They're constantly swinging over his slider. He upsets their timing, changes speeds, and just curious from your perspective what it's like to play behind that.
Of CC?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just he attacks hitters. You know, he attacks his zone. You know, puts it where he wants to. He's not the same pitcher he was years ago, where he could just blow 97 by guys. Now he's he's working the corners well. He's mixing speeds, keeping guys off balance. And when you got a guy going out there doing that, it's fun to play behind. You know, it keeps you in the game. He's got a lot of energy, and you just want to go out there and just make a play for him. I don't know. I haven't faced CC before. I got no idea what they're trying to do, so I got no idea, right?
You just got to I got a couple hits off him, so I mean, he just, when he does make a mistake, which is rare, you got to take care of it. And, he's a bulldog, man. It's just one of those things. He's on the mound. You look at the size of him, man. He looks like a bear out there, just on the mound, just ready to pounce on somebody. So it's, that he has that going for him, and he hits his spots. And, he had that one situation with bases loaded, and he didn't miss his spot for the next batter. I forget who it was, Correa or maybe whoever was up. And kept going in, and, he didn't leave anything out over, got him jammed, and we got out of it. So that was a big situation, and he's made for this, for sure.
Joel, to your right, guys.
Aaron, in your short Major League career, you've had some significant dips. Late last season, second half this year, the beginning of the postseason. Why have you been able to not let it defeat you to still have a moment like you had tonight?
Well, to be honest, I get a chance to play baseball every day. I get to live my dream. So, you got to take the ups with the downs. You can't have all the good. I can't come out here and hit 1,000. Even though I'd want to, but it's baseball. I got to enjoy the good times and the bad times, and that's what I kind of picked up and learned from my teammates. They've always supported me all year. Through the good times and bad times, and like I said, I get the chance to play in the ALCS with the New York Yankees. It's a dream come true. So,
to your right, guys. Ian.
Todd, after you rounded first, you pointed into the stands. After you rounded second, it looked like you were looking down at your left arm. What did that signify?
It's funny how we just saw this now. Like pretty much every home run I've hit, I've done that with my hand. I just put my arm out and basically say what time it is. I don't know. It's just a little thing I do. I've been doing it forever. I guess the TV just finally caught on to it. But it's something I've done. And then I pointed to a couple family members. They're all over there scattered, but most of them were out in the outfield. I got yelled at for that today because there was a whole big controversy, and they weren't even in the family section. So. Now they're going to have to sit there for the rest of the series after what happened today. So basically, that's what I was pointing at them and, just saying what time it was. It was my time.
We got time for two more, Jeff.
Aaron, what, if anything, have you changed as far as preparation or getting ready for the game goes when you're in a slump like this? And if you don't change anything, what gives you the confidence to continue knowing you're doing the same thing and that you have been struggling doing that?
Yeah, I haven't changed anything since day one. That was my a big change I wanted to make this year was just prepare the right way, prepare the same way, and because I know it works. It worked during the regular season, and why would I come into the postseason and try to change something, even though if I'm struggling for 3 or 4 games, 5 games, 6 games, it's just 6 games. I got to prepare, get myself ready to play for the game today. That's what I'm focused on and worried about.
And we'll take one from John right here.
Todd, what do you think when you see him go flying into the wall, make that catch, and just what does that do for a team when a guy's going that hard?
Oh man, that's what we want. That's what every teammate wants to see. I mean, as a pitcher, you dream of that kind of stuff, and he's been doing it all year. I mean, even before I've watched or I've played with the Yankees, I've watched all the stuff he's done, and he'll go through a wall for you, and that's all you can ask for as a teammate, as a player, as a friend. And it's just one of those things where you see a guy put his head basically through the wall and then dive, and he's a big guy, so the ground's going to shake when he hits the ground, so he's got to be careful. But at the same time, we love it, we enjoy it, and that's what we have. We have guys on this team that'll basically go through walls for everybody, and those are big plays. Those are big plays that really go unnoticed. After an 8-1 game, could have changed the outcome of the game for sure.